All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the rig walk around build. Basically 10 years later, this Jeep is on tons and 42s, and we'll show you all the details of what is going on with this build. I'm with my good buddy right here, Lex, with Flexworks Fab. He's the guy that made all the magic happen here.
All right guys, so let's do a rig walk around with Eli. So tell us, Eli, what do we have here?
All right guys, so this is a 2015 Jeep JK, 4-door Rubicon. I got it December 2014. So we have the RCV axle shafts 300M paired with the Super Duty 60. This is from a 05 Plus Ford axle.
It looks like you have some fancy stuff going on with the suspension.
For the suspension, we have 14-inch ORI struts with reservoirs all around 4 corners, front and rear. Lex did all the fab work here. He just made it happen.
A lot of rock crawler guys like to run ORIs. They're basically a pressurized shock with a whole bunch of black magic that happens inside. So it's basically a limit strap, a bump stop, and a shock all in one. So it's very easy to package, and you could tune them like crazy. So yeah, just to break it down, because there's a lot that goes on in there. So you have 2 chambers. You have the lower chamber and the upper chamber. So the lower chamber is for rebound. The upper chamber is for compression. So the higher pressure you have in the lower chamber, the stiffer or the softer the ride's going to be. The upper chamber is solely for ride height. So you could change ride height within 10 minutes, the whole rig. You could drop it down 2 inches, lower it. You could do whatever. So the nice thing about them is they're easily tunable, and the packaging is, you can't beat the packaging. You don't need sway bars, you don't need hydraulic bump stops or limit straps. It's just one strut and you're good to go.
For the links, we have a 3-link front. This is kind of a DIY setup. Originally, I had metal cloak lift kit, the bolt-on kit. That didn't work with the Super Duty 60. The upper arms just would not work.
So the driver upper control arm would contact the pumpkin and the frame. So we decided to scrap that. We kept the lowers from metal cloak, and we added a 3rd link to make it a 3-link suspension. Eli said he wanted the flex, so he told me go ahead, do it. We got it done.
Yep. So the upper is from Barnes with their Barnes Duro joints. The lower links are from Metal Cloak.
So we made our way to the back of the rig. So Eli, can you explain and tell us what kind of suspension you have in the rear? What are we running?
All right, so for the rears, we still have the 14-inch ORI struts with the reservoirs. For the control arms, we ended up going with Motobilt crossmember, which basically triangulates the rear links. We had to get rid of the OEM gas tank, and we went with the Motobilt fuel cell.
In the rear here, we have Barnes towers here, so I had to French the towers into the frame. So I cut right through the frame, stuck the towers in there, reinforced it all around. This allowed us to get the shocks in the right position. So when you flex the axle all the way one way or the other, it doesn't contact the frame or it doesn't contact the tire either. So Eli, we know you have a Dana 60 in the front. What are you running in the rear?
So for the rear, I ended up going with the 14-bolt. It's the corporate 14-bolt, the newer one with the fins. We have 538 gears, front and rear with ARB lockers, front and rear. I don't think we did anything else. We never changed the shafts or anything. These things are basically bulletproof. So for the tires, we have the Mickey Thompson Baja Boss mud terrains. These are 42s. They are paired with the KMC Tank. So I got this Jeep in December of 2014. I didn't really know anything about off-roading. No idea what lockers were, sway bars, air down. No idea what the difference between 4 low and 4 high was. So here we are today. Basically 10 years later, this Jeep is on tons and 42s.